Hello, Leo. How are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your person on your mind reading, whoever you're thinking about. That is who this reading is intended for. And everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, all of that is in the description box below for you. All right, loves, let's take a look and see what's going on for you. We're going to grab a couple of these for some overall energies, and then we're going to jump right into your tarot. Okay, we have fears or afraid, heartbreak or shattered, and no one compares. No matter how many people I've met and experiences I have, no one compares to you. And then we have compromise and making changes. You know what this is kind of feeling like here to me? I definitely feel like this is somebody who Leo, that I feel like you were in a connection with this person at one point. I do feel like there was hurt here. Maybe it was hurt on both sides. Maybe you both kind of hurt each other. Maybe it was just a situation. Maybe they just hurt you. But I definitely feel like somebody walked away from this feeling very hurt and the connection just feeling very shattered. Okay, because of whatever transpired here between the two of you. And I definitely feel like somebody here has fears of going back to that space. I also feel like for some of you, I do feel like either you or this person or both of you have really changed and grown since this situation, since you guys were together here. And I feel it's not just this person being afraid of like getting hurt or hurting you. I think it's also like a little bit afraid of this person going back to kind of who they were at that time, right? And because I feel like there's been a lot of growth here. Now, with this no one compares energy, I definitely feel like, you know, that's a very true statement. As in, I feel like regardless of who this person was dealing with, if they were dealing with other people or not, I still feel like they always thought of you. And it's almost like you and that relationship was the standard by which they kind of compared everything else to, even if they weren't intentionally trying to do that. And, you know, I kind of feel, Leo, that it's the same way for you. And maybe I don't even mean that necessarily in a way of like comparing people by people, but it's like comparing the way that they felt and you comparing the way that you have felt, right? It's like no matter who I've connected to, I've never felt like this with anybody else. I've never connected with anyone else like this. It's less of like, oh, comparing person to person, but it's more about the way that you guys have felt about each other. The bond that you guys have shared. It's like that is something that I feel like neither one of you have found elsewhere. So with this compromise and this making changes energy, one, I definitely feel like it's just representing that you guys have made a lot of changes, but I feel like even now, there is something here that somebody would have to kind of make some kind of compromise or make some kind of change. Maybe both of you. But let's take a look and see. We're going to use the tarot now to take a look at their energy towards you, as well as their next actions and behaviors towards you and a potential outcome. Show me this person's energy towards Leo, please. Some of you guys are dealing with an Aries because I keep wanting to call you Aries. So if I have called you Aries, I am so sorry. If I do call you Aries, I am so sorry. It's just I keep getting Aries popping into my head. So some of you guys could be dealing with one. I also get Libra and Taurus for some of you. All right, we have the Knight of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Fool card. So now I see Capricorn, Pisces, Libra, Aries, Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius. Those are signs I'm seeing, but it could be any. It is a general reading, so even if I did not mention a specific sign, the reading definitely can still resonate for you. Now, for some of you, I feel, especially with the Three of Pentacles, to me, that definitely can be a card of compromise. It's a card of like working together, collaboration, making sure that we're on the same page, trying to figure out how to, make things kind of come together. And especially with this compromise and making changes, there could be something here where maybe now that you're coming back together here, or now that there's potential for that, your life could be very established. Their life could be very established. For some of you guys, maybe there's distance, or maybe there's just things of like needing to kind of figure out how they're going to, all work together, or how we are going to start to be together in a different way now. So I definitely feel like there's that energy here. But we go from the Three of Wands, and then I see the Four of Wands here too. So I definitely feel, and the Queen of Pentacles, which can represent the home. So some of you guys could end up moving in together, or making some kind of move, or they could end up making some kind of move or something of that nature here. I don't think that's right away, because I do see the Temperance energy here to the, to the Ten of Pentacles. So that's, Temperance is an energy that's a process and it takes time, but it definitely looks like that's where this would be heading. I mean, so this is a reunion that's going to turn into the rest of your life, if you want it to. Only you guys get to decide what's best, but there's definitely the potential for that here. The way that this person is, like in the area of their thoughts and the way that this person is viewing you, I definitely feel like the Knight of Cups is like coming forward and expressing how they feel. And the Knight of Cups can also represent a dream and a vision. And I feel like this person is thinking this. They can still see themselves with you here. It's like creating a new dream and vision, for your future here, especially with the Three of Wands here. Because the Three of Wands can be a card of future thinking, making plans for the future, having hope and positive expectations. And it's also a card of manifestation. It's like setting your intentions out there. And with the Knight of Cups, with that energy, it's like expressing how you feel. Both people expressing what they want and what that future looks like. It's like, I feel like that's something that you guys are starting to build together here, because that's what the Three of Pentacles is. These people are coming together to work on something, to build and create something. And it's the only card in the tarot that has pentacles that are not yet gold, because it speaks about the potential. It's something that's a work in progress. It's currently being built. It's being worked on. And with that Temperance, it's like, it's a process, the process of transforming something from one state of being to another. So it's not like this is without work, but it definitely looks like it's going to be worth that work with that Four of Wands, with that Ten of Pentacles energy. That's beautiful. We have the Four of Swords for their feelings here. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could still be, depends on where you are on the timeline. For some of you, I feel like maybe you already are kind of in contact with this person, and maybe it's just kind of building and growing into this energy here. For others of you, you still may be in a period of like no contact or communication, or, with this person here with the Four of Swords being here. But I feel like either way, there's been a lot of reflection. And I'm really drawn to, he's laying on this sword here. So it's like this person is becoming very clear. They have that clarity now. And maybe they needed this separation. Maybe it's like all this time apart is what has, actually allowed this to be something that's possible. As intentions go, we have the Three of Wands, definitely a card of making plans, looking towards the future, trying to manifest something more. It's also a card that represents expansion. So it's like really wanting this to grow. You guys are making plans together here. Now, the Three of Wands can also be an energy of sending something out. So this could be them deciding, it's time for me to reach out and tell Leo how I feel. And this could be the start of, this reunion that we're seeing now here, the start of all this other energy. As the challenge goes, we have the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords can be a very upset energy. It's like, waking up and kind of being in a nightmare here. It's a very distraught, very hurt, very upset. And to me, that really goes with this shattered energy, where I definitely feel like, one, in this connection in the past, you experienced a lot of hurt. They experienced a lot of hurt. It just was a very difficult situation, or it got to that point, even if it was just through the ending. And I think you guys have both experienced your own hurts since then, or outside of this, whether it's with other people or just in life, with life itself. So it's definitely kind of coming back together, but in a new way, in a different way since all of that. So here's this more confirmation about communication. I see the Page of Wands here, so definitely could be, somebody having that nerve to reach out and say what they want to say. The pages are the messengers of the tarot, but it's also the start of a new journey, and it's like, even if this is a reconciliation, right? It's something that's kind of from the past. I feel like because you're so different, they're so different, and the energy is just different. This is almost like it's like a brand new start. It's its own new journey, right? And then we have the Fool card. So taking a chance, a leap of faith, a brand new beginning. There's potential for that if this is something that you want. Only you guys get to decide what's best for you, but it definitely looks like there's a lot of really beautiful potential here. But that is what I have for you. I do hope that this helps. If it resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, that's okay. Just check out your other placements and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings. All of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you guys so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.